Brett Acosta from Sports Video Group. Honored to be joined by Bob Chesterman of the National Hockey League. Bob, thanks so much for taking some time. Great to see you.
Pleasure to be here. Nice to meet you as well. How's everything?
Really excited to talk to you about, and I hate to say this because I'm a big hockey fan, but let's talk about everything but hockey that the NHL gets involved in. Everyone knows that one of the coolest things you can do in sports is go to a live NHL game. But if there's one league that's really mastered the tentpole event in unique environments, especially outdoor ones, it's you guys. Take us inside what it's been like to be a part of that evolution. I mean, we're coming up on a big anniversary of the Winter Classic in the next year or two. Your guys' ability to put together a very special event, wherever it may be, what's it been like to be a part of that evolution?
It's been a great evolution. Like, you know, when we first started off, we didn't really have like the field design as we do now. Now we bring the field to life. We have a live cast on the field many a times. And then we've really upped the game in the entertainment, like and the musical performances we get, and then how we execute those performances. It's really now, it's like top notch of what we do. The artists come away really happy, and it's evolved, and our mantra is like, how are we going to make it better than the last one? You know, and it's always that. But, you know, they all have their unique challenges, for sure. Working outside in the hockey environments. Yes.
Right. And obviously your series of outdoor games this year, both Winter Classic and Stadium Series, the topic of conversation is that those games are going to be in warm weather climates. Not something that the NHL hasn't done before.
No.
But for those out there who go, how the heck do they do that? What are the unique challenges in doing these games in Florida?
I think the unique challenge in Florida, and we've done warm weather before, it's the humidity, right? So that's the first thing we've had to overcome. We've done some testing and all that. So one of the venues, Long Depot Park, has a roof. We could keep the roof on, build, stay warm, stay dry, which we normally can too, and then open the roof the day of the game. The challenge there is we can't really do a lot of our, you know, full rehearsals because of audio, and audio is going to be totally different when we go in. You go to Tampa, it's a football stadium with no roof, so we're actually putting a full tent over the whole entire field.
Wow. Okay.
And so they can build the ice, but the effect on us is that we can't put our stage out until the day of. We can't, you know, rehearse. We usually rehearse for 2 days, you know, dress rehearsal and a full rehearsal. So it really has an effect on our entertainment and how we're going to produce it. So we have to like totally produce it a totally different way than we've normally produced things, which has become a little bit, you know, normal, I guess, as far as normal as our productions could be. So this one's a major challenge. We're taking that tent down with a huge crane like the day of the game. So it takes 8 hours, hopefully 8 hours to come down. And then we have a few hours to put our equipment out and do our tuning and try to get a rehearsal in and try to do a rehearsal with the principal talent as well.
And now when you talk about wanting to one-up it every single year, you know, in the first Winter Classic, it was like the fact that you guys did it at all was an achievement.
Yes,
you know, I was at the Stadium Series at MetLife Stadium where you guys had you know, the Gaslight Anthems playing, the Devil's Goal song, which was super cool. The Jonas Brothers are performing. Well, in what ways do you sit down with like your colleagues like Steve Meyer and the team and think about like, not only are we going to continue to eventize this, have it embrace the city that it's in, but also, like you said, one-up it. What's left to one-up it with at this?
You know, I think sometimes is the venues. You know, we're looking at different venues, which, you know, also is part of what we do, right? If you go to an iconic venue, people want to come in and see how do they change it, who's going to perform and all that. We try to lean into what makes sense, you know, in that market. You know, last year in Chicago, we had Chance the Rapper and Smashing Pumpkins, right?
Yeah, sure.
Can't lose in-house, right? And the energy of that, you know, translates onto broadcast. And I think those types of things and how we choose those things makes it bigger and better. So, you know, I think venues you're going to see, you know, are the big thing that we're going to start choosing to help, you know, I guess, you know, go to that next level.
Sure, yeah. So obviously we're really excited to see what you guys have in store for the double dip down in Florida this year. Anything else the audience should be on the lookout that you guys are working on? Not to spoil anything.
No, I think looking at some, well, we did announce AT&T Stadium.
Yes.
Yeah, so that one has been announced, and then some other ones coming up in the near future are really cool. But how we're going to pull off, we're going to do some, you know, some virtual reality and things like that in these next games. So we have some few twists we're going to put on some things.